choose a life, not a knife, saved my life. And if you can save this life, it can save any fucking life, mate. That's why I'm convinced. I get messages all the time about choose a life, not a knife, off parents, where the kids have changed their ways just off listening to me. On the back of that podcast, I'm having parents telling me they've sat their kids down and watched it with them.
Brilliant.
And you could see the change in the kids within weeks. So I know I've got this energy that is flowing and people are embracing it. The more they embrace this message, the more differences it will make. As I said the other week on the podcast in James's, I'm on license, mate. I've got 50 people on a no contact list. They've isolated me to death. They want me to breach my license, but I'm not going to. I'm not giving up. My first objective on release, my first goal was to complete my license without being returned to prison. So I went through all this nonsense that they were putting at me, ended up on food parcels, ended up in a house with no heating, no electric, lost my job. Let me start at the beginning. So I get out of prison. I get put in a hostel. Within 3 months, I get a full-time job. I'm told I can go and live in St. Helens in this triangle. So I pick an address in there, pick it myself, private landlord, go and get it myself, get a tenancy myself, and I'm working so I can pay the rent, everything's sweet. I lose my job 6 months later, so I'm still on license, so I go to probation and alert them, I've lost my job. Okay then, I apply for housing and universal credit. I haven't got a clue, no DCAT, not reintegrated in society, so we haven't really got a clue with all the nonsense paperwork. So I'm struggling with the paperwork. So it takes me time to get me rent into place. During that time, I've had an eviction notice. The landlord's took the boiler out, condemned the boiler to try and get me out the property faster. I'm living on candles, about 100 of them. You can buy them in bags of 50. Little silver candles. I've got them on the windowsill. That's me heating me light. I'm living my life through my phone. I can't go to my mum's because the probation won't allow me. I can't ring none of me network in prison because I'm not allowed to. I can't write to no one in prison because I'm not allowed to. I can't contact. I'm isolated. I've got no one I can associate with but probation. The only thing I set up for myself, as I said before, was Train Fit Elite. I was a member of a gym there. I was on with the manager. He was educating me more, giving me on courses. Police came in and destroyed it. So now I'm isolated. So when I've landed in St. Helens, what do they want you to do? They want you to build a network of friends around you when you're released from prison. They want you to build a network in the area you live in. I've done that. They destroyed it on me. So it isolated me further. So now I'm turning to probation going, I can't eat. They're giving me food vouchers. So I'm having to go to this gaff and get food. But I can't cook the food because I've got no gas. So it's just all messy. I feel like I'm not loved. I'm feeling like there's no support there. I've contemplated suicide in the past. I'm sitting there now. I've got absolutely nothing. I haven't ate for a few days. There's no one I can turn to without getting put back in jail. I don't really want to go to jail. So I'm just stuck in this room. I'm scared to contact the people I know can help me because they're on my no contact list. So the minute I contact them on my no contact, I'm returned to prison. So I'm just isolated. I'm in this room. I've prepped myself. I've had a bath, had a shave, cleaned everywhere, got my clothes ready, washed all my clothes, ironed them, got them all crisp, stacked them up so it's all neat and nice, hoovered, just everywhere. So when they found me, the room was spotlessly clean. That's the way I was believing. That's the way I was going. I said it before. I'd done it a few years before in Loudon Grange, and the nuns come and intervened and stopped me from doing that. This time round, I'm there. I'm in the room, depressed, stressed out, lonely, hungry, freezing. I just thought, you know what? I'm not going back to jail. I'd rather die. So, I'm ready. I've got the kitchen blade. I'm ready to do the thing. And if my phone goes bing, I look at it, open it up, and it's got a hashtag, choose a life, not a knife. So I've got a knife in my hand when I'm looking at this, mate. And then I'm like, choose a life, not a knife.
That's crazy.
Right, but it gave me that moment. It just gave me that distraction.
It's like a miracle almost.
So here, I'm focused on, right, this is getting done. I've prepared for 2 or 3 hours, got everything, I'm ready to do the deed, and bing, choose your life, not a knife. So straight away, the knife's gone on the bed, and my hand's getting used for the phone now. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So the feelings of self-harm were gone. There was feelings of interest now. How's this just happened? What is it? So I've been quiet for it. Took me to some woman in Croydon. She just turned it up there, but she'd never backed it. She never put nothing to it. It was just the hashtag.
Wow.
So I've got onto her and said, look, this hashtag, it's all fact, mate, it's all true. This hashtag, can I take it on board? She went, yeah, you do what you want with it. So I've grabbed hold of it. And since I've grabbed hold of it, I've been pushing it. I don't commit crime, mate. I used to smoke a little bit of weed every so often. Don't take Class A's, don't take medication, straightforward. I just want to better my life and better my life of others before I go. And that's my agenda. That's my message. I'm going to leave a legacy. Now it's up to either way. It's going to be a legacy. I want to leave a legacy of positive, you know, motivational stuff. I don't want to leave a legacy of this kid that's just got in a house and blew fucking this family to bits.
And you've got a lot of people concerned about that. And I've received messages, and you've got a lot of good people around you now. And you're not going to go down that route.
No, because when I'm in Liverpool, I have people telling me, you need to move out of Liverpool, you can't keep on. But I'm sat in this apartment, and with my pride, I'm not running from these fucking rats. They're not kicking me out of my city. So it got to the point where it boarded me windows up in my flat. I'm sitting there paranoid. They tried to burn it. Every time I go out the door, they're letting shots off. Every time I go anywhere, So there's all madness kicking in. So I sat in this isolation. It was just like this. All my windows were blocked up. People that know me, like this woman, Wendy, very, very, very boss woman. Without her, I would have been finished. She's to come and she's starting to recognise I'm gone. That's my mindset fucking up. This is me becoming isolated, more paranoid and So the minute I come out of that pressurised zone, I'm feeling completely different already after 4 weeks. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm getting people from London contacting me and giving me support and love and making me motivated, making me positive again. I'm always motivated. I'm always positive. I'm a strong individual, very strong individual. Doesn't matter. I can adapt to any environment. And all I'm doing here, I don't care who hates on me. I don't care if you hate me personally. I've got pure people that hate me and they've never met me. They're just going off what people chat, and we all know what Chinese whispers can do. They can destroy anyone. So if you're hating on me, hate on me, but don't hate the message I'm trying to deliver. You know, you mightn't like me or what I stand for, but at the moment I'm standing for a message that is protecting kids. So for you to be hating on me is simply you're hating on the kids. All I'm trying to do is show a generation of young kids that you don't have to be a drug dealer to have a bit of fame. You don't have to be a drug dealer to be hard and have the best cars and have this and have that. If you want to be a drug dealer and go to jail, follow the dickhead on your estate who thinks he's fucking mad. He's nothing. He's a dickhead. He's not going nowhere in life. You'll still see him there in 10 years selling the same shit. He won't progress. You can. You will. You get a 16-year-old drug dealer. If he starts grafting for 10 years, he's done 5 years of it in jail. You've got a 16-year-old you. You start grafting for 5 years in a McDonald's. At the end of the 5 years, you're able to get a mortgage. So use your fucking head. Use your brain. It is what it is.